dying inside. It was just, you know, I occasionally will write stuff into the script, just thought puzzles in the shower, that kind of thing, shower thoughts, where you're just like, this doesn't really make any sense, so I included it in there, and then the entire damn comment section interrupted you. That's not how Schrodinger's cat works. I don't care. It was just something that was meant to be funny. Why do you care so much?
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory is usually wrong.
And actually, I was actually going for the guy in the green hoodie there.
Oh, sorry. Do you plan on reviewing the new Frank Miller sequel?
Of course I do. As if it was ever a question that I was going to. I planned as a joke in the last Aspar review. Okay, we're finally done with Frank Miller's Batman work, so we can move on to something else like Dark Knight Strikes 3.
Who is buying this stuff?
Mostly it's people who didn't realize that he's still been doing comic work and been doing crappy comic work since then, or people who buy it because they think it'll be hilarious.
And people who don't watch your show.
Or people who don't watch my show, which is sadly far too many.
I was writing it, so who knows how it's going to turn out. Yeah.
All right, back over to the side. You sure right in front.
Two things. One, favorite gem.
Favorite what?
Favorite gem.
Gem. Amethyst.
February.
Interesting.
Sorry,
And,
February birthstone.
Ah.
And two, so Marvel just finished their Secret Wars.
Did they actually finish it? Is it actually all out? Because they delayed it for a few months.
No, it's not all out, but they started all the new series.
Yeah. I mentioned this in a recent review how the aftermath is coming out before the thing is finished.
Anyway, are you going to be reading anything from the new movie?
Probably not too much from it. I'll probably be. I know that the first Avengers comic, which with Kamala Khan in it, came out. I keep meaning to buy that. Deadpool. I'm always going to buy Deadpool. I was kind of thinking about buying the Creature Commandos one. Was it Creature Commandos? Oh, the Howling Commandos. That was it. And yeah, just regular Miss Marvel. I'm very limited in the things I like. That's the thing. I will keep up with what's going on in comics, but I'm probably not going to buy most of it, especially since my store doesn't mind if we read the comics in the shop. Well, yeah, some comic shops actually bag and board them when they put them on, so you can't do that. All right, back over to the side. You sir.
Okay, I got two questions. Last time I was here, I haven't been able to make it the last 2 years. You were reviewing that horror manga. I forgot what
Uzumaki.
Yeah, Uzumaki. The person was stuck in the wheel well. I was actually after that entire thing. I stayed and talked to you for like an hour. I'm not sure if you remember that or not.
Vaguely, it was a few years ago.
Yeah, but anyways, one of the questions they asked there, I want to know if the answers changed, is if you had a superpower, what superpower would you have?
Oh, still be telekinesis.
It would still be telekinesis, so you could fly. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also because telekinesis is just like one of the most versatile powers out there. You can do so much with it.
Deus Ex Machina power.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you have enough power, like enough precise power, you could basically split an atom just by snapping your fingers. Yeah. Hence why telekinesis is such a wonderful power. But flight is the main perk of it but it's just all the other stuff you get with it. You can either get just flight or flight plus move objects with your mind.
Yeah.
That is basically what Dragon Ball Z is all about, by the way.
No, I know more about it now, but back like 7 years ago, I just knew it was that show featuring that guy in the orange jumpsuit, and his hair is really weird.
And that's all you need to know.
In fact, they all look kind of the same because they all have the same wacky hair except for the bald ones. There's a tiny bald one and a big bald one,
And a green ball.
and the green guy.
And the thing is, the Kira Toriyama has made the same art for
It doesn't have a high variety of things. Look at all his old work.
Welcome to the Dragon Ball Z panel.
And anyways, the second question was, are you going to do more stuff with Team 4-Star Gaming? Like, I know you guys did like Card Against Commanding, like.
I would love to do more with them. I would certainly be up for doing more games with them. I'm not the biggest gamer in the world, which is probably what keeps me from doing that. Besides, most of the TFS gaming stuff they do tends to be in-house since a bunch of them live close together to each other. But I would be perfectly up for doing it again, like the Cards Against Humanity thing.
More furry.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
I love his monster design. I love his monster. Oh yeah.
Check out Dragon.
Hey, Blockchain, how you doing?
I'll take that for any day. Any day.
That's still so awesome.
I'll take Akatoyo.
Yeah.
I'll take Akatoyo over Brock raw faces and arms. He's going to actually draw anatomies.
Just enjoying it.
I would not choose the football life. I would probably be trying
Another question, who would you rather have?
I'm sorry, I was watching this fascinating conversation y'all coming back and forth.
He was enjoying himself.
Okay, did we just do this side or this side? We did this side. Red shirt.
Thoughts on what you've seen in Spider-Verse?
Very little of it. I just know lots of characters die really pointlessly. I know that my brother read it and really enjoyed it. So I know that he encounters Superior or Spider-Man again, and he just is unable to comprehend Peter ever taking back his body. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know of it at this point. Also, that the poor hostess Spider-Man got killed. It's not how this is supposed to work. We give you the hostess prize and you stop.
Yeah, at least the weekly one survived.
And of course, Japanese Spider-Man made an appearance. Mars Girl has been trying to get me to review Japanese Spider-Man with her for a while now.
Do it.
I don't doubt it. It's an investment of a 50-episode TV series that I'll have to watch with subtitles. And when I watch stuff, I usually am doing it while I'm editing. So I have to have the show on this screen, editing on this screen, and then it's I can just glance over at it. But if it's subtitled, I can't really do that because then I have to be paying attention and reading it. Which is why I've been watching any anime that I watch is dubbed. I finally went through all of Mobile Suit Gundam a few years ago, hence the inspiration for Mobile Suit Gundam Bridged. The thing with that was, I basically that episode, which I dubbed The Old People Escape, basically I just came up with so much ripping fodder for just that episode alone. Because it's so asinine. These people are trying to flee from their colony, which they just escaped because the Xeon blew it up. Essentially, they took out the, I can't remember if they completely destroyed it or just took out the air, but either way, the place is not livable anymore. You're escaping on this warship, this prototype warship, because you're fleeing for your lives. And now we're fleeing from enemy territory. If we're stuck in enemy territory, trying to make our way back to friendly territory. Let us off! In the middle of a desert, where we have no idea where the hell we're going. What do you want? They kidnap some kids to try to force the ship to land, then just release them right away, and then come to the bridge to stage a sit-in while in the middle of a battle. It's what is happening?
Who are these people in here?
No security on board White Base, but to be fair, most of these people are untrained. They just got kind of conscripted. A lot of them are 12-year-olds. Because, Gundam. And Japan. Actually, I could speak for hours about Mobile Suit Gundam Bridge, just how much stuff there. Another inspiration for that was the shower scene, because just Garma walks in, just very Char's in the shower, and just talk to each other like an old married couple. Are you in there, Char? Yes, I'm in here, Garma. Yes, well, I hear the new Federation's Trojan horse is going to be moving in. I'm just going to read this playbill when I talk to you naked and just rinsing yourself off in the shower. It's so casual. And of course, it's made all the better when you realize the backstory and Char is actually trying to murder Garma's entire family for some really weird revenge scheme that I can't remember if they actually went into the whole details of it or not. It's been a year or two since I watched it. I got to in the middle of Zeta Gundam and I had to stop because I was watching other stuff. Anyway, welcome to the Gundam panel.
This is the nerd panel.
This is the nerd panel. It's
Everyone panel is the nerd panel.
Anyway, did I answer the question? I can't remember.
Yes, you did.